Hello, everybody. I want to talk to you about my journey as a content creator. Now, I want to go back to my education days. So, when I was at school, I found it very hard to study at school, right? And I really struggled with my grades. I was not a lazy person and not a student. I wasn't a lazy student. I really did try. However, I had some hiccups, and one of those hiccups were I found it very hard to concentrate. ADHD, right? That's me. I have ADHD. And I thought to myself, oh my God, what am I going to do with my life? I graduated year 12 and I thought to myself, okay, look, mate, you graduated year 12, good job, but I didn't get the grades that I wanted. I was in this place at school called a support unit. Support unit is for people with a learning disability. I have a learning disability, so I really struggled to get a really good education. And when I left school, I would take odd jobs, right? Worked at Bunnings for a little while. I've worked in kitchens. I've worked briefly at a cafe, worked at a bowling alley, I've worked at a car place, I've worked everywhere. Okay. Now, one thing though that was always on my mind and in my heart was being an artist, being a creator. Whether it be music, I'm a musician, I play guitar and I play piano. Or whether it be making YouTube videos, being in movies and stuff like that. And what I noticed was everything that I wanted to do before I discovered YouTube, I was not good at. I was just not good at it. And I thought to myself, oh my God, what does my life look like? I wasn't the best student. You know what I mean? I couldn't do it. And I thought to myself, okay, we have an issue here. Ryan, you got a problem. You have no real good education. Okay, you struggle to hold down a job because I can't focus. I really struggled there. And I thought to myself, okay, what am I going to do with my life? One thing that held true was my creation. I wanted to be a creator so bad. I wanted to be in front of the camera. I'm I mainly wanted to use my personality, right? Because I felt that's all I had left. I thought, my education was crap. Everything was garbage for me at school. I didn't get good grades. My friends have really good jobs. And unfortunately for you, mate, I don't see much of a future. That was me. And then I thought to myself, that's bull crap, Ryan. That's a lie. Because there's one thing you've got that not a lot of people that were in your class have, and that is work ethic. Everyone, I have got one of the strongest work ethics around. And that's why I really love making videos, is because it forces me to focus. That's why I love making videos, because it forces me to focus, right? And I enjoy that. I love to focus on things I'm passionate about. So my journey as a content creator has been very up and down, very bumpy, right? I've had so many different YouTube channels, and I thought to myself, I'm really not getting the success that I thought I was going to have. I thought, honestly, that I was going to have millions of subscribers, making all this money, life's good. Turns out, wrong. I am still working my way from the bottom up. And that's fine. I don't mind doing that. I like the work. I'm enjoying creating content. I just love the creation process. So, well, why I started multiple channels on YouTube is very simple, because my audience did not like the same content that I was making. And what I'll give you an example here. I started with gaming, right? I'm a gamer. I love playing video games, and I thought to myself, okay, maybe gaming's the way to go. However, I had so many other things that I wanted to do, right? You know, I wanted to make vlogs, I wanted to make movies. I'm a musician. I wanted to do this and that. I couldn't put it all on the one channel. However, I did. My audience didn't subscribe for multiple videos on different things. Okay? They subscribed for gaming videos. I made different kinds of videos. As I said, vlogs, music, stuff like that. So that's why I created multiple channels. So I can still do what I love to do. I can grow my audiences, not audience, audiences, right? I can do that, and I can still be creative because I love it, everyone. I really, really do. And will I be successful? I don't know. It's not up to me to decide. It's up to the good Lord. Nothing to do with me. All right, everyone. Well, that was my journey throughout my childhood and now as a man. If you guys have any questions for me, remember to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. And if you're on my Patreon's page, guys, watch this video. I'll put it up on Patreon. All right, everyone. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you later.